One of the first dishes that my father put on his menu was the stuffed sea bass with fennel, and I'm proud to carry on that and keep on serving this great dish. I remember as a young chef learning how to fillet the sea bass in this particular way and trembling as my father was watching over.
Stuffed sea bass with fennel is a very tricky dish to pull off, because you've got to open it out, take out all the bones without making the fish on the outside look any different. When Chef Michel first showed me it made it look really easy. My first attempt wasn't very good. I didn't show him my first attempt. I think that went to staff food. But yeah, after 2 or 3 goes, it's a knack. You pick it up.
First task is to make the stuffing. Chop the onion and the fennel nice and fine, so as you get that lovely smooth texture. And it will cook a lot quicker when it is finely chopped. That's enough. Now we sweat this off. No colour. We want to keep it nice and white. We then add double cream. We need to reduce down this cream, boil it down to become almost like a mayonnaise. That kind of texture. Now, Fennel or pastis, that wonderful aniseed flavour booze from the south of France, in a little bit of corn flour to hold the cream together. Because if cream is baked twice, it can split. Into the stuffing. And here you have the perfect paste that will hold together in the fish. Now for the garnish. What we're trying to create here is a little ragu, a ragu of the tomatoes, the onion, bay leaf, thyme and fennel. That lovely aniseed flavour, beautiful. Perfect accompaniment for sea bass. I keep that core of the fennel in there. It holds the fennel together, so it holds its shape. What I want is for these to get coloured. I want a little bit of colour, just to get the sweetness of the fennel. We add a splash of wine. Fennel is going to finish braising in that wine, to which I'm going to add a few dry tomatoes. And we set that aside. Now for the really challenging part, preparing the fish. First of all, scale the fish. It is unforgivable to serve fish with scales on. Next step, remove all the fins. Then the eyes and the gills. Then comes the really tricky part. With a really sharp knife, you follow the back, being gentle and respectful of this beautiful fish. The most important part of this is not to pierce the belly. I've now cut all the way around the backbone, snipped off the end, and you pull the backbone out. This dish is unique. There are not many places, not many restaurants that still do this. Most sane chefs wouldn't stuff a fish. Just a few little pin bones to pull out of here. You can't go to a fine dining restaurant and find bones in your fish. It's not acceptable. That's it. Right, stuffing. By now our stuffing should be cool enough, ready to put in our sea bass. There should be just enough stuffing in there to bring the fish back to its original shape and size. Wrap the bag tightly so that the fish doesn't fall apart. It's a great way to cook fish. It's steaming in its own juices and it's absolutely moist, perfect, delicious. It then goes into a very hot oven. While the sea bass is cooking, we just finish off our garnish here. I'm going to add a little bit of butter. Doing this is called monter au beurre. Literally means to finish off a sauce with butter. That's done. That really excites me as a chef. It smells beautiful, and I think that, for me, is perfect. Now, we can pull that skin off to reveal beautifully soft, moist sea bass. Classic, simple, and delicious. There we have it. Bar aux fenouil en papillote, stuffed sea bass with fennel. This is such a simple, beautiful, delicious dish.